How's it going, everybody? Mr. Holton here. So it's been roughly half a year since Baldur's Gate 3 officially released, and we all know how good this game is at this point, right? Like, most of you guys watching this have played through the game at least one time or several times. Now, we also know that Baldur's Gate 3 has been winning a metric shit ton of awards all over the globe ever since it launched, and it's still actually winning awards. You see, during the Game Developers' Choice Awards, which was yesterday actually, Larian again took the final prize home, which really is to no one's surprise at this point. But there was one moment that I think a lot of people will remember from this point on. And that is when Swen Vincke, the CEO of Larian himself, accepted the award for Best Narrative. Check it out.
So I thought Jason, our cinematic director, was going to pick up this award, so I didn't prepare anything. And as a matter of fact, I'm doing a talk tomorrow, so I didn't prepare anything for anything else. So I hope we're not winning anything anymore, because otherwise it's going to be really painful. I was walking here and I said, you got to do something in case you win something, and I didn't have anything. And then the speeches here have been so good and basically stole my thunder of the things I wanted to talk about. So about stopping war and about stopping the greed, which has been fucking this thing up for so long, ever since I started, I've been fighting with publishers my entire life, so it's like, and I keep on seeing, I keep on seeing the same mistakes over and over and over, and it's always the quarterly profits. The only thing that matters is the numbers, and then you fire everybody, and then, like, next year, you're going to see, shit, I'm out of developers, and you're going to start hiring people again, and then you do acquisitions, and then you put them in the same loop again, and it's just been broken and broken and broken. You don't have to. You just can make reserves, slow down a little bit, slow down on the greed, be resilient, take care of the people, don't lose the institutional knowledge that's been built up in all of those people that you lose every single time, so that you have to go through the same cycle over and over and over. Right? So, because it really pisses me off. Anyway.
Now, most of you guys know what's going on here and what Sven's speech really is about, but in case you've been sleeping under a rock, essentially over 18,000 people have been laid off in the gaming industry just this past year. And I don't think we've ever seen a period where we've seen this many people laid off in the gaming industry specifically this quickly. As an example, we have Embracer that just can't stop closing studios that they acquire, laying multitudes of people off. We have EA, who have their own history of laying off people. We have Activision Blizzard. We can go all day listing all of these publishers and studios that are letting people go. And that is why speeches such as this are very important, because Swen Vincke is an industry leader at this point with all the success that Larian has had with Baldur's Gate 3. And it's very evident here that he's super passionate about this subject, because it's gotta be painful as a CEO just watching and seeing how many people are losing their jobs left and right, and you can't really do anything about it. And I do love the fact that he brings up a very good point here, and that is employee retention. When you hire people, try to keep them as long as you can and acquire that sort of generational knowledge in a way by keeping them at the same company where they learn how to use your tools, where they learn how to use different engines, where they learn how to work together with their coworkers, where you grow a positive culture in your company, because that is evidently what Swen Vincke has done with Larian here. Now, it has to be mentioned here that Sven didn't go up on the stage just to flame every publisher alive, but he's mostly pointing fingers at all the publishers, just trying to increase their revenue year after year, no matter the consequences. Because in a follow-up tweet, he actually said this: "For the avoidance of doubt, there are plenty of people in publishing I met who have their hearts in the right place. This message was for those who try to double their revenue year after year. You don't have to do that. Build more slowly and make your aim improving the state of the art, not squeezing out the last drop. And respect the people making the games. You'll find it brings you more joy. Now, hopefully this is something that some of these publishers that very well should know who they are at this point should make them maybe think a little bit on how they choose to proceed in terms of acquiring studios and hiring people and giving it a second thought before they just start firing people. Yes, I know that Dragon's Dogma 2 is all the fire right now, and I'm gonna dive into it as soon as I get the game, but I do still think it's important to be on the lookout for events such as these because the industry is still suffering, and I just felt like it was necessary to cover this. Anyway, let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like what you see in here, then remember to subscribe to Mr. Holton. Signing out.